Hello, managers. Welcome back to our FFP. So today, just gonna take you through some tips from FPL about the automatic substitution. Remember, we have 15 players in your squad. 11 of them are the starting 11, so you usually have 4 players on your bench. Now, the 4 players, we have a goalkeeper and then 3 outfield players. So for the goalkeeper, it's a direct switch. If your goalkeeper doesn't play, the automatic sub is a goalkeeper. If both don't play, there is no other sub. Now for if a defender is your first substitute and a player from your starting 11 didn't play, the first sub as a defender will come into your squad, no matter the position, because you can have 5 defenders starting in your game. Now, if the defender is your second sub, you'll be given points for the first player as a substitute. Now, if you played with 3 defenders and 1 defender didn't play, and you have a midfielder having like 10 points in your bench as a starting player, and then number 2 you have a defender with 1 point, you will be given the defender with 1 point, because you can never have a formation where you have 2 defenders starting. That's why you see there is a lot of confusion. So for defenders, your squad at any given time must have a minimum of 3 defenders. So regardless of the substitute, how you arrange your substitute, remember that the first defender, whether he's a substitute number 2 and your team has 3 defenders and one of the defender didn't play, you'll be given the points for the defenders. They'll skip the first sub if it was a midfielder or a forward with many points, and give you the points for a defender. Now, that's a very good point to note. Now, for midfielders and forwards, it doesn't care. You'll be given points for the first player on your team who is available on your sub. So while arranging your substitute, always start with a player who is most likely to get more points than the rest of the subs. And then also the defenders, arrange in a way that a defender who is the first sub or the second has a higher probability of keeping a clean sheet because of that. Now, if you have 4 defenders starting, then you don't have to worry about the defender coming in as a substitute if you have a forward or a midfielder as your first sub, because if your formation was 4-3-3, then it can change to 3-4-3, or yeah, you can get the points for the first sub. So
like in this scenario here, my first sub is Amati. So for example, if Shaw didn't play, the automatic sub will be Amati for sure. Let's say if Son didn't play, the automatic sub will be Son for Amati. And if someone like Martial didn't play, the automatic sub will be Amati for Martial, as in it won't affect anything at all. Now, also, like in this scenario here, he has a formation of 4-3-3 with 4 defenders. Now, in this scenario, if let's say Tomiyasu, the defender, didn't play, you automatically get the points for Rafinha, because you can have 3 defenders as your starting defenders, so that you won't be given points for Williams, who is the second substitution, who is a defender. So you'll get points for Rafinha because you had 4 defenders starting. That applies even if you had 5 defenders. So it won't affect the arrangement of your subs. You'll be given points for the first. And so also the last one, if any player from this selection didn't play, and Rafinha played and got 0 points, the automatic sub will be Rafinha, because he played. Even though he had 0 points, he'll still come in. Now, if Rafinha didn't play and Williams didn't play, then Sissoko played and got 2 points. The automatic sub will be Sissoko. So they will skip the 2 players who didn't play, and then you'll get Sissoko as your sub. Now, again, if you had 3 defenders starting and the whole of your substitution, the two defenders didn't play, and Sissoko played and he's a midfielder, you won't get the automatic substitution. So that's how it works out for the substitutes. So let's meet again when we analyze another FPL tip. See you. Hakuna Matata.